I'm live. Okay, I'm hoping you all can see me.
You're on.
Yeah, a little better than what the landscape picture typically gives. So, hello everyone. I am Michelle with Design&Vine. Let me mute my television and let me mute my computer. Yeah, and a little better than what the landscape picture. It's not muting. There we go. Okay. Now that we have everybody cooperating here. Hi. Hi, Liz. Hello, YouTube and Facebook. And, hey, John, how are you? So hopefully some of my YouTube friends come on here. I see 2 of you already. How is everyone? I have a slightly different setup because I had some requests from viewers, and I went ahead and changed the settings. But we are going to do a Dollar Tree craft tonight, so very inexpensive, and hopefully it turns out how I expect it to. Hey, can you hear me okay, John? So I'm going to kind of give it a minute. It's 8:01 to let the powers that be on Facebook go ahead and share me out to Facebook land, because there is a group there that is aware of the event today, and I can talk a little bit about that as well. So let me see. I think I have it. That's not the one. This is the one. So I am with a group called Crafters Off the Clock. Hi, Carol, my sissy. And today is the January 28th, 2023 Crafters Choice event. And following me this evening is actually the host for this evening, but also it will be a group, a group of crafters. Crafting with Victoria Clark. Vicky is the host. Hey Jude's Crafting. Stand Tall Crafts. Thoughts to Treasures, which is Connie, and Vintage Country Crafting. And they will be on directly following me in the group that is pinned and also in the description of my my video. And all the group links and all the link trees and all that stuff are in there as well. So all of the groups that you see in the description will actually be, this video will be shared to, and you can watch it from any of those Facebook groups as well. So if you prefer that to watching on YouTube, then you can head on over to Facebook and watch in those groups as well. But Victoria Clark is hosting us this evening, and I thank you for having me. This is my first time on Crafters Off the Clock, and as I mentioned, I am going to be, let's see, it's 8:04. I'm going to give it one more minute. Let me hop on over to Victoria's group. Let me take this off. And yeah, I'm already shared over to there, so you can watch me on Facebook as well. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to pull up that chat as well in case. I should see everyone in my YouTube chat, but just in case I don't, I'm going to watch on Facebook as well. Can I do that? Actually, when I click on the link in that group, it takes me to YouTube. So I hope they're okay with that. If not, I'm sure someone will be on in a moment to let me know. Either way, you know what? I think I can share myself out to that Facebook group. Nope, won't let me. Jay,
What?
can you see if you can share me out to Facebook from the YouTube Live? I'm going to go ahead and get started.
I don't understand what you're asking for.
Go to the YouTube video, click on the share button, and see if it'll let you share from YouTube
Where?
to Facebook.
I already did that.
No, I thought you posted my link in Facebook.
To the live, yeah.
Right, that's not the same thing. So what happens is when people click on that link, it takes them to YouTube.
So you're live on Facebook?
No, never mind. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If I'm doing the wrong thing, I may have to jump off and head over, change all my settings, and head on over to Facebook. Hopefully,
I thought you were supposed to go live on Facebook.
no, I'm fine too. But I'm going to go ahead and get started from here, and we'll see what happens. I have 6 watching now. Hello, everyone that's watching. Say hey, tell me where you're watching from. I feel a sneeze. It went away. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to try starting with this Pop of Color Berry Brown paint. And right before I went live, I was looking for a specific paintbrush. Here it is. This is just a Walmart paintbrush. This glass mug is from Dollar Tree, so $1.25 store. $1.25. And we have a rich brown here that looks like chocolate, so, or a teddy bear, I suppose. Let me get my phone out of the way. Yeah, I don't have any messages, so I'm going to assume at this point that everything is fine. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the interior of this glass, just the interior. Our goal is to make it look like hot chocolate, okay, but have it still look like a mug on the inside. So we want it to look like there's hot chocolate on the inside. I have not done this before. I've never done a fake bake. In fact, I'm not a big baker in general, okay? And like with real food, let alone fake food. I mean, I can bake a cake, but typically it's not from scratch. I probably could if I really wanted to give it a try. But I'm either going to buy my cake in the grocery store already made, or so I'm looking down into the center to see if any of the paint is settling down in there, and I'm just pulling it up to the sides. Wow, one coat looks really, really good already. So I'm going to go ahead and dry that, and then see if we need a second coat. Wow. Pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to stop playing with it because I'm messing it up. Okay, so I have a little bit of a spill over here. I'm going to grab real quick. This looks like real chocolate, but do not eat it or drink it. Okay, I'm going to grab my heat gun. Hi, Tamara. Hi, Joe. Hey, everybody. Jay, was it cold out when you were out earlier? Getting there? I guess it wouldn't be smart for me to dry over this, huh? So guys, I got this at Walmart. It's one of those, see, I told you I don't bake. It's not labeled. It is a decorating bag, okay, with a, this has got to be a decorating tip, right? It is an open star tip by Wilton, and they're like a couple of bucks. I think I paid a little bit more for the bags because there's more than one, 12 to be exact, but I think it was 8 something at Walmart. You could probably grab them when there's a sale like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So see how it still looks like a mug, but it looks like it's got chocolate in it, right? At least we're gonna say that's what it looks like. We're almost dry and ready for a second coat. And we're going to be using this Drydex DAP spackling. It's pink, but as it dries it turns white, and that's going to be our whipped cream on top. And then we have some embellishments too. You see 3 of me right now, because actually if I pull that down, there's 4 of me. Yikes, scary. Because I'm on my TV, because I'm able to pull YouTube up. Okay, I think we're dry enough for a second coat. Got both my glue guns heating up. I'm going to grab a smaller brush this time. This one's a little wet still, but that's okay. Because I want to be able to get the bottom inside. Hey! They can't, no, they cannot see you. Towel head over here. She took a shower and now she got a towel on her head. Oh! It wasn't quite dry, so a little bit. I took off with the metal part of the brush by accident, but that's okay. My main goal is to try to get that second coat on the bottom. Not that you'll see it a whole lot, but I didn't get as good a coat as I would have liked.
It's a pretty color.
Chocolate.
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 As Papa Joe says, chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah. All right. So we're getting that second coat in. And oh, I was gonna say, when comments pop up, they pop up on my TV, so I'll know if there's a new comment because it'll come up on my TV there. So I don't have to keep checking, so that makes it kind of nice. And this is making me want a cup of hot cocoa, but I can't. I have a procedure on Monday and I can't have anything with potential dyes in it, so. Might have been easier now that I think about it to just pour some in here and move it about than dragging it from the from here to the cup. I could have just poured some in and swished it around. Okay. My water cup. Swish my brushes. And I'll show you what that looks like up close. Wow, I literally have a yoo-hoo over here in my cup. Some watered down chocolate. My looks like yoo-hoo. I don't know if you can see that. They say that yoo-hoo is really just watered down something.
No, it's chocolate milk, but instead of milk, it's water. It's chocolate water.
Oh, it's chocolate water. So is there any milk in it? Or it's just water with Hershey syrup?
Yeah, it's just water.
Yeah, so that's basically, I think that was a TikTok thing. So this is what we have. We have our chocolate in our mug. You can see the bottom kind of pulled up a little, but that's okay. We're not gonna really see that. You can go back in and touch it up if you want, but you're gonna see in a minute. This is for basically for decor. We're not using it for real, for real. I do see a couple of spots that I may want to grab that are kind of showing through, like right along the rim there. But you want to make sure that it's dry really well before adding more paint on top of paint, because it just pulls it off. How is everyone doing tonight? Do you have snow? Have you seen any snow? Have you traveled anywhere? My daughter just took a trip to Vermont, and it snowed 2 whole days, 2 or 3 whole days she was there, and it was beautiful. They already had a lot of snow, and she was up in a mountain staying in a cabin. Hot cocoa, anyone? We finished this early, which it seems like we're going to. I'm going to do another craft. I may just do a second one of these, or I may do something else. I'll take a vote, and we will see. All right, let me grab my brown paint again. Yeah, I'm going to use the same paint. I had a thought for a quick moment to not use the same paint because use a smaller brush this time. Okay. To not use the same paint because I thought maybe it was a little opaque, but I think I'm just not hitting these areas. I need to finish my thoughts out loud, not just in my head. Okay. I hold it up to my light. Oh yeah, I see him now. I see him now. Jay, type something in the comments so I can make sure I'm still connected here. I'm going to just grab those little bottom spots. Thank you. He loves hot chocolate. You're not allowed to have any tonight because that's mean. It's not really mean. I mean, everybody's going to be eating tomorrow and I'll be drinking chicken broth, so I can't call them mean. Well, I could, but it wouldn't be nice of me to call them mean, right? I would be being equally as mean. Yikes. So this dries a little darker. I wish it dried the same color. But it's drying a little darker, so we're having dark chocolate. Cocoa. Dark chocolate. This is okay. Oh, that's on the outside. I just went through all that effort and it was on the outside. Okay. I think we're good. Even on the bottom. All right, let's put our paint up. Actually, I'm losing it tonight, I guess. I'm going to leave the paint out, and here's why. I'm going to use my medium-sized brush, and we are going to take this foam from the Dollar Tree that fits perfectly inside of here, like so, okay? So much so it may not come out. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna paint the top of this styrofoam the same color. Maybe along the top lip as well. And that's just in case any shows through, but my plan is to not have any show through. And of course it's going to absorb, so you're going to use a little more paint than you anticipate on this, because it's going to soak in a little bit at first until it just can't soak anymore. I did not. I saw something.
What type of paint are you using?
This is Pop of Color paint, and I have a link in my link tree if you want to check them out. There may be a discount code there. I don't know. I don't remember if I have a discount with them or not, but if you want to check them out, it's just popofcolor.com. So this is all we're doing. Trying to get down into those little holes. And I'm going to go up around the corner just a little bit. It is something that I will tell you in just a moment. Let me lift this up. Fast drying refinishing paint. It is highly pigmented, smoother finish. Yikes, they don't make it very obvious on the bottle. Hold on just a second. And as soon as I'm done, I'm almost around the edge here. As soon as I'm done on the edge, kind of looks like cake. Like you could do a cake bake with this. And that would be so cute. You could add little embellishments to the top of your cake. Right? It literally has the texture of a cake on the top. Let me hold that a little closer so you can see. You see that? Kind of cool, huh? Okay. Before I came live, This doesn't sound important, but I put lotion on my hands because when you're painting, it comes off so much easier if you put lotion in your hands. Oh gosh. This writing is so small, Jay. Can you Google it for me, JJ?
What is it called?
Pop of color paint. Hey, Arthur. Art, how are you? All right. So before I pop this in here and glue it in, I want to show you that there's another option. Dollar Tree also sells, it has a little wire, these little hanging discs. It's fiberboard, like pressed wood, and it's whitewashed around the edges and then painted on the front. And I want to show you how these fit in here as well. So if you're gonna do a swirl, you can get it just around the lip of the glass and it fits. There's just a slight edge there, so you could use this as well. And you could even do coffee, like a darker color, and pretend it's coffee. Okay, and that comes, like, it comes with this little thing taped onto the back of it in case you want to use it for what it's intended for. It's called a wreath charm vase. It says wreath charm dash vase, Dollar Tree. So you could hang this, I guess, off of a vase or off of a wreath, either one. All right, well, let me get this drying. Did you find it, Jay? I don't want to put my heat gun on this styrofoam for too long. POP of color. It could be pop of color paint. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Chalk paint, yep. Is it acrylic?
Doesn't really say.
Interesting. He said it doesn't really say, and I couldn't find it on the bottle, so I guess my answer is going to be I don't know. Sorry about that, Tamara. Let me just say, it has a chalk finish, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's chalk, because there are some acrylic paints that can have a matte finish to them. So I'm trying not to hold this in the same spot for too long. You can see what I'm doing, because I don't want to melt the styrofoam. So I'm hoping that my little twirly thing comes out good, because, like I said, I'm not a baker. Like, I've never used one of these before. Never. Never in my life have I ever been to jail either. Okay, so my next step, I want to make sure before I actually do it. So I'm going to show you a couple things first. So I have this DAP spackle, okay, and I got this at Home Depot, I believe. And then I was looking for some sprinkles to put on top. And you're welcome. that are not edible, because
want to say that it's chalk.
I don't think it is though, Jay. I want to say it's acrylic. Yeah. So I'm not going to say it's chalk or acrylic, but if I had to guess, I would say acrylic.
It says it's chalk-like.
Chalk-like. He found something. He said chalk-like. It's chalk-like acrylic paint.
That might be what it is.
Okay. So I went to Michael's, and the reason why you don't want to use edible ones is because it'll attract bugs, right? And it'll just deteriorate over time. And I want this to look kind of Valentine-ish, so I grabbed these little hearts. These are actually glitter, specialty glitters, and they're so tiny, like I don't know if you can even see them in the bottle. They're so tiny. And then I got these also, these, I don't think, yeah, they're called glitter, specialty glitter, even though they're not sparkly, but they look like the little beaded like sugar balls, I guess you would call them, that you put on ice cream sometimes. So I thought that would be cute too. So I'm going to put a little bit of both of those, and then I have the Dollar Tree bag of, a little bag of picks that you can buy. I can grab these out without spilling them all over the place. So they come in a bag like this. And let me just say too though, yes, chunky glitter. You can, oh hey Charlene, don't apologize, you're not late, it's fine. You can use any paint that's like milk chocolate inside of here. You're not going to drink from it. You're not going to do anything other than paint the inside brown like a milk chocolate. So you can use any paint that you want to. Apple Barrel, Folk Art, Deco Art, whatever you've got. Even if you don't have brown, make brown. You can make brown. Make some muddy paint color. And okay, so Dollar Tree, and I'm probably going to trim this down a little when the time comes. But I grabbed a pink one because I also painted this little Hobby Lobby heart. I got these in a bag for $2.99 with 60% off. And I just grabbed one, and I'm going to stick it into the icing, or the whipped cream, not the icing. So I don't really have to glue this in if I don't want to, but because I know it's going to be a little top heavy and I don't want it to wobble, I am going to put glue around the edge of this and put this in there. I also was considering taking a sphere styrofoam ball and maybe adding a little bit of a dome to the top so that I didn't have to use so much of the icing. I could just kind of go around, and then like I don't have to use a bunch in the middle first to give it height. I could just go around. I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that so I don't have to use as much of the spackle. And I am going to water down the spackle too. And I have about 30 minutes left. I have pinned in the comment the group that you can go watch the remainder of the crafters for this evening. They're actually going to be all together in one live on Facebook, and I don't think it has an end to it. So until they all finish what they're doing, that live will go. Where'd you go for dinner, Charlene? Okay, so I'm going to paint this real quick, and then we're going to glue the one styrofoam on top of the other. I need my brush back. I'm just going to grab the bigger one, get the water mostly out of it. I'm just going to do the same thing and just paint this brown. I actually probably could leave it white because the icing The icing dries white. I could have left it white. What am I thinking? Okay. So I'm not gonna paint that brown because the hot chocolate doesn't bubble up. Use your brain, Michelle. Okay. I'm gonna grab some white and cover up that brown. Just because I can. When you've been painting for a while and you don't want to grab another new brush because you know you have to clean it later. So, goodness. I do have, in case you've never seen one before, I have a silicone mat down on top of my cutting mat because I just don't have my thinking cap on tonight. It cleans so nicely, so like I could spill a whole bunch of paint on here and it would just wipe right off. Even dry, it would just wipe right off. I'm gonna dry this, and I know you can't see it. Trust me, you kind of don't want to. It's muddied. I'm gonna dry the paint that's on here real quick and add more white. Say what? Oh. Warren's, oh, that sounds good. Those are some of the best places. We've been trying to find some places around here like that. We've found a couple recently. I'm gonna wipe off the excess and then make sure this is dry and paint it white. So this is my first fake bake I'm doing with y'all. And you're in Massachusetts, right, Charlene? Tamara, where are you watching me from? Let's try the white again. I'm gonna have to grab a new brush. It's not working for me. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered anyway, but I really don't want like a dark brown showing through, so this is a little better. All right, a little better. Just blended it in. Okay, so now I'm going to take my low heat glue gun, low temp, maybe, my low temp glue gun. And I'm going to add some glue. And the reason why I'm using a low temp on this is so that it doesn't melt the styrofoam. I'm just going to add that right onto the top and hold it in place for a moment. Prime rib in Attleboro. Wow. Big stuffed lobster and prime rib, Jay. Good for you. Covington, Georgia. I know where that is. I know exactly where that is. Yes, indeed. Do you, Marilyn? Hi, how are you? Well, I hope you like this one when it's all done. This is my first time. So that's on there really good, guys. Okay. I had a fruit cup earlier and I couldn't eat the cherries in it, and I was mad. Because it's got red, they have red dye. Oh, you're done by me. Okay. Okay, Marilyn. All right, now I'm gonna grab another glue stick from my low temp heat gun, use my dryer. These newfangled machines and all their little musical things. And I'm so scared to do this. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go around. I guess because once I do it, it's like, oh, come on, don't do this, don't do this. Okay, maybe I should have used my high temp. But we're gonna make the best of it. And if it doesn't look perfect, that's fine too, right? All right. So I am going to literally, because I don't want to burn myself, put this, drop this in and secure it evenly, like so. So now you can see kind of what I was talking about with the area. I don't have to fill all that in. I can just like go around once and then start to build up on that and then put the embellishments in. And I don't have a cherry. I do not have a cherry, but I have the little heart pick. That can be our cherry. Actually may have. I have some things that kind of look like a cherry, but you wouldn't put a cherry on hot cocoa. You would put a cherry like on a cupcake, right? So we'll do what we planned. I'm going to put this over here. All right. So this is what we have so far. And it looks like cake in there. Like one of those microwave in a mug things. Now comes the interesting part. I'm going to take this empty Home Depot plastic cup that I have. And I'm going to open up, and keep in mind this is going to be pink, but it's going to dry white, okay? I'm going to grab a spackle, and I'm going to grab a bunch of this. Kind of fun. And I don't even know how much. So this, because it's a first time, and I want to make sure I have enough, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have enough. What do you think? Is that enough? I don't know. I don't know, guys. A little bit more. Gee, I hope it's enough. A little more. Okay, we're going to put our cap on. I have these in bigger sizes if you really like to do fake bakes. This is the stuff I'm told you're to use. All right, get in there. And I don't want this to dry, but I am going to add some water, and that's not because I don't want it to dry. It's because I don't want it the consistency that it comes out. So I'm going to give this a really good stir. Try not to get it all over the place, especially on my new Milan t-shirt. I'm going to mix this up and get it more like a frosting or a whipped cream consistency. And I know what that is because I've eaten it before. So it's still a little thick. And I also want it to go through there without destroying it. So I'm adding just a little water at a time, because if I add too much, I can't take it out, right? So okay, that's getting a little easier to stir. So let's add 15 minutes. Oh, cool. Yeah, you sent me a thing on that. Right, whipped cream, marshmallows and sprinkles. Marshmallows, yes. And you can actually do this another way where it's okay. So you take your mug, you paint the inside of it, and you take one of these Dollar Tree green foam things in that shape, right? And you don't put this white piece on, the half of the sphere there, and you pour hot glue until like you fill from here to here with hot glue, okay? And when it dries, you want to make sure like the whole top is covered with hot glue. And when it dries, you it to be stiff enough, but I don't want it to be too hard that it won't go through the bag. So I'm thinking we're good with the consistency on this. If I mix it any more water into this, I think it'll be too much. I hope. Fingers crossed. So when it dries, when the glue dries, then you take some more brown paint and you paint the top like I did. And then you take a little bit of white paint on a tiny brush, right? And you just kind of swirl it into the brown paint while the paint is the brown paint is still wet, and it makes it look like that foamy, like swirly, melty marshmallow consistency, the brown with the white swirling through it. And I'm going to go ahead and fold my bag down. I think that's what you do. And start spooning this in, or spackle brushing it in. And I'm going to use this cup as a little base here. So, hey Joe. Hey Joe.
Yeah.
Would you bring me a plastic spoon, please? I don't think I'm going to get very much on this spackle brush, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my water. A plastic spoon,
Yeah.
please. And then once you get that swirly consistency in there, you can take, let it dry, and then you can take the clay, the like DAP, is it DAP? The white clay that you can like push into molds and stuff like that. I can't think of what it's called right now. Oh, into this. I guess I could have. I wasn't thinking. But thank you. You make little baby marshmallows, and then you can put them on the top and have marshmallows on top of your Oh, that's good to know, Tamara. Thank you. That's really good to know. Yeah, I guess it's like the clay, huh? Same thing. So it'll dry if left out, but if you keep it in a plastic bag, you said with a damp paper towel, then it won't go to waste. That's good to know. Yeah, I definitely will be wiping this out because I don't want to wash this in any sink. It'll clog up my sink. I'm hoping we have enough, guys. All right. It's definitely the right consistency. It's like frosting, so you may have too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little, right? All right, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to wipe my hands off. And then I'm going to fix my bag. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I have never done this before. So I think I just take it and kind of squish everything down like so. And then twist. Model magic can be, oh, yes. That's what I do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just start squeezing this on, guys. Oh my goodness. It started coming out. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is kind of fun. This is definitely, huh? It's fun. Not kind of. Hey, Midnight Scroller. How are you? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I did it. Should I add more? I don't want to like ruin like a good swirl. I did it. Okay. I'm not going to trim this. I'm just going to put this right down into the center. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Y'all, this is a disaster waiting to happen.
Just throw the rest of it away.
What? No, not that, Jay. Hush up in there. Hi, Shay. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to smush the heart and make the stuff just kind of go plop, you know? So it looks kind of gaudy, right? With that different color pink in there. And now I'm about to add another color of pink here. Look, guys, it's going to dry white. It's going to dry white. I thought I had something else to put in there. Did I not have something else, JJ? You have no idea because I didn't tell you. Oh, yes, my hearts. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. My hearts. I knew I had something. Oh, look. 2 of them stuck on the lid, so maybe you can see that. You see how tiny they are? Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle some of these hearts on there. There's no, like, shaker lid or anything. So I'm just going to kind of... Oh, my gosh. They're so cute. Okay, don't overkill, Michelle. I should have done this. This is what I should have done. I did it! I fake baked, Joe! I'm so excited. I'm such a blonde. Oh my goodness. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but I'm blonde, so I feel like I can say it. So it's got this little heart. Let me dry it a little so you can see what it's going to look like. And I am going to save this. So it's going to dry white. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a 24-hour thing, and hopefully it doesn't just, you know. I don't want to get too close to it for fear of that. And yes, that is my own language. Thanks, Shay. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to put any more heat on that. Just picture it white, okay? It's going to dry white. And I am going to take... What am I going to take? I'm going to take some white and red, pink, no, not pink. I'm going to use the white and red. I'm going to tie a little bit around the handle. Guys, don't forget to click on the link in that pin so that you can go watch the others. I'm going to make a little... I'm going to tie a bow onto the handle here. And you can use this in your tiered trays. How cute would this be on a tiered tray? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited I did it. I'm like so tickled. Thank you, Tamara. All right. I was really worried about this one because I've never done it before. And I was kind of like, oh my goodness, how many times can you mess up a fake bake? Hopefully not too many. And this will look really cute once it's dry. Right now it's going to be like, why'd she use red and white ribbon? I don't understand. But when it dries white, it'll look really cute. And I'm being very careful not to get like my knuckles into the caulking here. So the bow is going to look kind of wonky until I can straighten it up after the caulking is dry. I'm going to hold this up in just a second for you to see. So cute. It would be cute with any color ribbon. I'm going to do little dovetails on this. When you have a vision for something and it turns out, it's like, you feel like a kid, you know? Yes. Scary and fun at the same time. Okay, don't do your left-handed dovetail, Michelle. Get it right. Okay, guys. That's my craft for tonight. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It turned out so cute, and you can angle this any which way you want to. If you want it more front facing, you can do whatever you want. You could even put words on here. You can put the words hot cocoa or whatever you want. Happy Valentine's Day. But how cute is this? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I can't wait till it turns white so that I can see. And I will post a picture. I'll post a picture on my page as well as in the group, if the group allows it, which I'm pretty sure they will. They're pretty easygoing gals. But the group on Facebook to go to is pinned and also in the description. So, oh, thank you, Charlene. You're the sweetest. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you guys for watching. So in the description is all the groups. There's a bunch of different groups. I'm trying to get this plastic back around, but I don't think it's going to work. It didn't. So if you want to go see some more fun crafts, go watch Victoria Clark with a bunch of her friends. The let's see if I can bring this back up real quick and show you the list of the peeps that are on coming up right at 9 o'clock. Crafting with Victoria Clark, Hey Jude's Crafting, Stand Tall Crafts, Thoughts to Treasures, and Vintage Country Crafting will all be on in a group on Facebook, in a group together on Facebook at 9 p.m. following me. And in my description, there it's pinned in the comments, as well as there is a link that says if you would like to see replays, please join us at. You click that link and it should take you right over to Facebook. So thank you everyone for joining me. I still have a couple of minutes and I don't want to end early. So I did have, oh, you know what? Check this out. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm excited to take a picture of it when it's all done. Look at this thing. Oh, you can't see it because I still have that picture up. Okay. Check this out. It came with keys. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? It's so old looking. I don't think it actually is. And there's a little bit of cardboard because they had it wrapped up in like brown paper. So not cardboard, but like brown paper on there that I can get off with some water. But it literally works too, but it looks so old. You can see it better there. You can see the design on the front. Isn't that cool? And it came with 2 keys, so you could use this for a Valentine lock and key craft as well. And little something funny I'm going to tell you. This little icky glued up craft ball right here. Isn't it cool, Tamara? Etsy. Google locks. There's tons of them on there. But I had a gnome that I used it on, and I didn't like how it came out. So I deconstructed him with a little help from my son. I said, JJ, will you get the gnome's nose off for me? Because it's a big wooden ball, and these aren't cheap, right? So he's heating it up with the glue gun. He's heating it up, heating it up, heating it up, heating it up. And he pulls it off, and he's like, man, that stuff is like the devil. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, the hot glue. And I'm like, no kidding, that stuff is hot, isn't it? So he got a taste of what he didn't burn himself though, but he could tell that it was really, really hot. So lessons learned tonight, right? But I have to heat this up and get it was hot, yes. I have to get the rest of this off, and I'll probably, a good way to do that is to heat it up and use one of these things. Mine's kind of dripping wet right now, but use a like a spatula of some kind, and it'll just come right off, because this heats up too, so it'll just peel right off. Anyway, go watch everyone else, guys. Thank you for coming tonight and joining me in all my excitement with my first fake bake. I love it. Thank you so much.